Impostor syndrome, an experience that many of us have felt but might not have fully been understood. So, let's have a real talk about it. What's that? Impostor syndrome. It's that sneaky companion, that nagging feeling of self doubt. It's the persisting belief that your success is some cosmic accident, and at any moment, someone is going to discover you are not as capable as they think. It's the fear of being exposed as a fraud, despite the overwhelming evidence of your competence. Now, let's talk about the impact of these unwelcome guests. Imposter syndrome is just a passing through. It's like a shadow that can loom over personal and professional growth. It whispers in your ear, creating barriers to progress. It leads to anxiety, as every success is met with a skeptical voice saying, "You got lucky this time." Fuels perfectionism as you strive for flawlessness to prove your worth. And perhaps most insidiously, it can trigger self sabotage, making you hesitate when opportunities arise. So, how do you recognize imposter syndrome in yourself? Let's talk about some common signs. Do you ever find yourself attributing your success to luck rather than your capabilities? Do you downplay your achievements thinking they are not such a big deal? Or maybe you constantly fear being found out despite external validation. It's that voice that says, "I'm not as good as they think I am." It's the reluctance to take credit for your hard work. It's that reflexive thought that others must have it all figured out and you're just fumbling along. Recognizing these signs isn't about assigning blame. It's about understanding. It's about discovering yourself. Because when we understand, we can take steps to conquer it. So, if any of those signs resonates with you, know that you are not alone. Imposter syndrome affects even the most accomplished individuals. But my friend, recognizing it is the first step to conquering. This is an exercise to fight the imposter syndrome. Please answer the following questions while you imagine that you have been interviewed by a magazine at your choice. When you answer, view yourself through the eyes of the interviewer who want to show the star in the best light possible, showcasing all your skills, career highlights, and qualities. Write down your answers for the following questions. What is unique about this person? What details of their life have set them apart from others? What were the reasons for them taking the path they took? What obstacles have they overcome along the way? Strategies to overcome imposter syndrome. What are the 4 P's of imposter syndrome? In her book, Ditching Imposter Syndrome, author Claire Jossa writes the 4 P's of the imposter syndrome: perfectionism, paralysis, people pleasing, and procrastination. This exercise, inspired by productivity expert David Allen, is a simple yet powerful technique to combat procrastination. It's based on the idea that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, you should do it immediately rather than putting it off. Here's how to implement the 2-minute rule. First step, task identification. Start by identifying small tasks on your to-do list or in your work environment that take 2 minutes or less to complete. This could be quick emails, making a brief phone call, or organizing a small part of your workspace. Then, as soon as you identify a task that fits the 2 minute criteria, commit to taking immediate action. Do not postpone it. The key is to act swiftly without overthinking it. Afterwards, if you are unsure about the time required, set a timer for 2 minutes. Challenge yourself to complete the task within this time frame. The sense of urgency can be a motivator. Then, acknowledge and celebrate each completed task, no matter how small. This reinforces a positive association with taking immediate action and helps build momentum. Create a 2 minute habit. Cultivate the habit of applying the 2 minute rule consistently. Regularly scan your tasks for quick wins and address them promptly. Do not forget to keep a record of the tasks you complete using the 2 minute rule. This serves as a visual representation of your productivity and can boost your motivation. Expand the rule. As you become more comfortable with the 2 minute rule, consider expanding its application. Tackle slightly larger tasks using a similar approach. The 2 minute rule is effective because it helps break the cycle of procrastination by emphasizing immediate action on small tasks. It not only increases your overall it not only increases your overall productivity, but also instills a sense of accomplishment that can motivate you to tackle more significant tasks on your to do list.